Hello, my name's Christopher, and today I'm going to show you how to install Ghost on Dockge. So, a little bit about this series, I'm going over home labs or installing things, getting things set up, everything like that. So if you're interested in that, subscribe, comment, like, and support the channel, and let's get started. I wanted to let y'all know about the Big Bear community. We just launched a community on community.bigbeartechworld.com. It's based on discourse, so go on there, join it, and say hi. So, let's get back to your registered programming. So Ghost is a blogging platform. This is the dashboard, and your posts are over here, your pages are over here, tags, members, offers, and then you can view site. It is open source, and you can customize the site with this. There's different themes. You can publish with a block editor like this. You got blocks. And then rich media and dynamic cards, newsletters built in, transferring those clicks and contacts, and then manage your memberships. And so that's what we'll be installing today. So I'm going to start on Big Bear Video Assets. There will be a link down in the YouTube description to get to this. I'm going to scroll down to how to install Ghost on Dockge right here. And then now I'm going to go to Docker Compose. So version 3 of Docker Compose is being used. I'm going to set some services, and the two services are Ghost and DB. So the Docker image is coming off Docker Hub because there's no URL before this, and it's Ghost. And then this is the Docker image tag. And then restart. The policy is set to on failure. So this means that if the container fails for any reason, then it will try to restart. But if you stop it or any other reason, then it will not try to restart. And then the environment variables are set. So a database client is MySQL. A database connection host is DB. That rhymes with the service name down here of DB. And then the database connection user is Ghost. The database connection password is Dockge. The database connection database is Ghost because it rhymes with the MySQL database down here of Ghost. And then I'm going to set a URL. So the Docker container will be listening on 2368, and we're going to put the URL up here. And you're going to replace your IP with your Dockge IP. And then now I'm going to set a volume to persist the data. So Ghost content is a local volume, and then varlib Ghost content is on the container. You do not change this path. So I'm going to set ports down here. So 2368 is on the host, 2368 is on the container. You don't not change the container side, but if this does collide with a host port, if you have a conflict on your host of this port, you can change it to like 2369, but you will need to change the URL up here if you change that port. So it depends on is DB because it depends on the DB right here. I'm going to define the networks. So I'm going to put it in Ghost network down here, and that is defined down here. So networks, Ghost network, driver, bridge. It's a bridge network. And then, so I'm going to set a service down here for DB. And then the image is coming off Docker Hub because there's no URL before this, and it's MySQL. The Docker image tag is 8.0. So same thing with this, the same restart policy is on failure. So that means that if the container fails, if this container fails, then it will try to restart. But if you stop it or any other reason, then it will not try to restart. So I'm going to set volumes down here. So MySQL data is a local volume, and it's defined down here. Volumes, Ghost content, and then MySQL data. So now on the containers, varlib MySQL. This is on the container, so do not change it. And then now I'm going to set environments. So MySQL user is Ghost, MySQL database is Ghost, MySQL password is Dockge, MySQL root password is Dockge, and then I'm going to define the networks to put this in a network of Ghost network. So this makes it to where DB of the service name is available up here. So what this is doing is this ghost is going to store the data in this database right here of MySQL. So it persists. And then why you have volumes down here is because that you need to persist the data on this volume. So so if you restart the container, it won't just redo the data and you'll be starting from scratch. It'll use the volumes down here. So now I'm going to go over here to copy raw file, and then I'm going to go over my Dockge and get this installed. So now I'm going to start on my Dockge, and I'm going to go over to compose over here, and then I'm going to give it a stack name of ghost stack. And then I'm going to go over here to the editor. I'm going to paste in what I explained over in BigBear Video Assets. And here we go. Now you can see that it's syncing over here. So you can change stuff over here and change it over here too in the editor and vice versa. So I'm going to go up here to deploy. And then now it's deployed and it's going to migrate the data and get the database up, and then it's going to show the site. So I wanted to let you know about the BigBearClub. You can join it, and it greatly supports this channel, and I very much appreciate it. So if you'd like to join the BigBearClub, you can go down the YouTube description and go to my Ko-Fi link and join it from there. So let's get back to registered programming. So now I need to change the IP and the environment variables. So I'm gonna go on my ghost stack, and then I'm gonna go over here to edit, and then I'm gonna go to your IP right here. I'm gonna paste in the IP of my Dockge, and then I'm gonna go up here to deploy, and then now we can see that it's working now and the database is ready. So if you were getting a restart, you just need to do that with your IP. So now I'm going to show the stack options. So on the home page, you'll see active stack, exited stacks, and then inactive stacks. And then now you can see a list of your stacks once you have more. I'm going to go into the ghost stack. So now you see your actions up here. You see your containers right here. And you can get to the UI by clicking the ports. You can go into the container with bash. There we go. You can also use SH. I'm going to go back to the stack. So now you can do that same thing with the DB too. Just click over here. You can see the logs and what's happening with it in real time. So if you change anything, like you restart, update, it'll show logs down here. You can see a read-only version of the Docker Compose over here. If you want to edit the Docker Compose, you just go into edit. And you can edit over here, or you can edit in the UI. Either way is fine. You can add URLs. You can add environment variables. You can change the networks, external network, internal. So now you can go up here to deploy, save, stop and down, and then discard. If you want to add a new container to this, a new service underneath here, you can just add the name in here and then press add container. So I'm going to discard the changes. So you can restart the stack, or restart the ghost stack right here. And then you can update the current tags that it's on. And you can also stop and down and then delete the stack. So now you can see it is active again. So it took a little bit to come back up. So now we're going to go to the Ghost UI, and so we're going to go to the Ghost stack, and then how you go to the UI is you click on the port down here. So you can see it's up and running, and I'm going to go over to my URL. I'm going to go to Ghost, and then now once you do that, you'll just go to your IP and then Ghost, and then there you go. So I'm going to put a site title in of Big Bear blog. So now I'm going to put a full name of Christopher. So admin at example.com. And then now I'm going to put a password in. So now once you put all that in, your site title, your full name, email address, password, you can go ahead and create an account, start publishing. So you'll be presented with this and a nice theme. You can write your first post, customize your site, import members, explore Ghost Admin. So now you can see a recent post, like you're coming soon. And so you can go over here to dashboard. You can view the site, explore, and then you can say your post right here. You can go into it and you can just type in here. You can also use the blocks. So image, markdown, email, YouTube, different things. So that's really handy. You can also go here, add an update. You can unpublish. You can go over here and post URL, publish date, tags, post access, insert, feature this post, the post history, code injection. There's a lot of things. So you can update, and then now you can come down here and you can view the post. So you can see it did update. You can go back over here and you can go to pages. So you can create a page for your site. And then it'll be located at this slug right here, the page URL. So I'm going to go backwards. So you can have tags for your post to organize them. You can have members, so you can create a member. And then you can come down here and see what's new, your profile, help center, resources, and sign out. And you can go to your profile like that, and then you can change your basic info. You can change your password. And so you can go backwards, and you can go to this cog right here, which is settings, and you can have a lot of settings right here. You can search the settings and the title, description, site, time zone, publication, a language, metadata. There's a lot of settings. An announcement bar. And here's membership, tiers, and ease of Stripe. A growth, email newsletters. So advanced, and then history, and then labs, code injection. So you can go backwards, and you can change the theme from light to dark. So that's a little bit about Ghost and the UI. So I just went over everything to install Ghost on Dockge. I showed you how to get the Docker Compose, how to install it in Dockge. I showed you the UI a little bit. So if you like this tutorial, subscribe, comment, like, and support the channel. And if you have any video suggestions or you need community support, you can go down to the Big Bear community and join our forum. There's a link in the YouTube description. So stay tuned for more.